Hello, this is Professor Paul Arthur Berkman from Falmouth, Massachusetts, with Antarctica in the background. Today, presentation to the fourth Polar Data Forum, beginning with consideration of data in context. In this sense, the purpose of this presentation is to apply science in a holistic, international, interdisciplinary, and inclusive manner, recognizing that the challenges of inclusion are the most significant. In this sense, to be international, interdisciplinary, inclusive, the discussion will involve science. Science from the natural sciences, social sciences, and indigenous knowledge all reveal patterns and trends that become the bases for decisions. So in this sense, science can be collectively concerned in an interdisciplinary, international, and inclusive manner as being the study of change, represented by the Greek letter delta. To begin, let me share my screen with you so that we can go through specifics of this presentation. The context of data is in the form of research, as well as actions, ranging from questions to informed decisions. Questions of common concern among allies and adversaries alike reveal methods to answer those questions involving natural sciences, social sciences, and indigenous knowledge, which collectively can be characterized as the study of change. The data that results from those methods is used to answer questions. We, as scientists, are observers in this process of research. Data itself is transformed in the context of institutions, where we become participants in the process of contributing to decisions. Data becomes evidence in the context of institutions that produce governance mechanisms, as well as built infrastructure, which, when coupled, generates solutions that become sustainable. Evidence itself is insufficient, requiring options without advocacy, which can be used or ignored explicitly in the context of diplomacy. With options considering a continuum of urgencies, short-term to long-term, from sustainability timescales, mitigating risks of instability, political, economic, cultural, that are immediate, to sustainability timescales, balancing economic, environmental, societal issues across generations. The opportunity is to generate informed decisions, not good decisions or bad decisions, right decisions or wrong decisions, but decisions that optimize the available information to consider solutions to problems that operate short to long term. In this discussion today about Arctic sustainability and the satellite record of maritime ship traffic, I'd like to introduce the oldest continuous satellite record of Arctic maritime ship traffic from 2009, September 2009 to the present. And the data set that you see in front of you goes through December 31st, 2018. You see seasonality in the different law of the sea zones around the Arctic, exclusive economic zones of the Central Arctic Ocean states, as well as the Central Arctic Ocean high seas in blue. The yellow area is high seas in the Bering Sea region, the Barents Sea region. What you see also is that the Central Arctic Ocean high seas has relatively small amount of ship traffic compared to the Barents Sea region. And this is the focus of this particular discussion, which involves over 173 million automatic identification system records, representing more than 21,000 ships during this period. These are questions that can be asked in terms of this ship record, in terms of seasonality, in terms of a pan-Arctic perspective with granularity that is user-defined at the level of exclusive economic zones and high seas areas. The ship traffic itself represents socioeconomic development in the Arctic Ocean region. The primary data set for socioeconomic development, including information about the flag states of the ships, the sizes of the ships, the cargoes of the ships, the fuels of the ships, the sizes of the ships, all of which lend themselves to an arena of questions to be asked at different levels of granularity. If we ask a question specifically about the Central Arctic Ocean high seas, and we consider its relationship to the agreement on the prevention of unregulated high seas fisheries in the Central Arctic Ocean that emerged in 2018 and entered into force on June 25th, 2021, we can see ship tracks all over the Central Arctic Ocean by different nations. It's important to consider that the satellite record of Arctic maritime ship traffic can be coupled with other satellite records, and in this sense, coupled with the sea ice record, not in this figure, but in other figures explicitly analyzing ship ice interactions. But in this figure, what you can see is that the predominance of ship traffic into the Central Arctic Ocean is from the Bering Sea sector, from the Chukchi Sea sector, from the Pacific Ocean, even though the predominance of ship traffic in the Arctic Ocean north of the Arctic Circle is in the Barents Sea. So what we have here is a trend that is of significant concern and interest to monitor as the Central Arctic Ocean high seas becomes increasingly open water, and to understand how to apply the precautionary approach that entered into force with this high seas fisheries agreement in June of 2021. I wish the Polar Data Forum 4 every success and appreciate the opportunity to share this information. Thank you.